Hello? Hello? Hello, please. Streamy stream. Streamy stream. Streamy. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay. We're live. Little afternoon delight stream here. Yeah, so what's new here? What's new? I finished my item refactor. Those nasty U objects from last stream are gone. And we are on to other U objects now. The interact actions were music inheritance and were U objects. Tricksy inheritance. And so I am getting rid of those. I'm doing that refactor now. And yeah, I might be getting rid of the entity interface, at least some of the functions. I think some will still stick around for like the potentially for the UI stuff, but I think all the actual interactions I may do in ECS. We'll see how it works out here. So what I've done now, maybe I can just talk about it a little bit, just for my own peace of mind. I used to have this interact data that had an interact action on it. The interact action, of course, was the U object. That was the base U object, and then all these other ones, these different kinds of interact actions, extended from it. And I would cast all over the place to try and figure out what type of interaction was happening and what I needed to do. Now, I had to think about it a little bit, but now I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add the interact action directly just on the entity. So we're not going to go through the interact data anymore. All that has is this interaction distance buffer, which I don't even know if that's going to stay on there. But we're just going to add this directly to the entity. And then we didn't make I changed the structs from being subclasses or substructed. What do you even call that? So no virtual, no inheritance now. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add both onto the entity. So this is like the base one that like probably every interact action is going to have. We'll just add that bad boy on there. And then we'll also add, you know, if it's a construct action, we'll also add the construct action. And then I'll just need to, rather than casting all over the place, I'm just going to I'll just ask the ECS storage for that data for the entity, and then we'll use that. That's what I've been doing. Welcome in, everyone. Good afternoon. But yeah, there's a lot that's broken. A lot. I'll probably need to change the flow up a little bit here. Marlena, hello. So yeah, I'm just gonna go through. We're just gonna fix these up one by one. I also changed interact with object, didn't I? Or no, that's on the construct action. Construct task. Yeah, what were we doing here? Oh, I think all of this is broken that I never went back and fixed either. First chatter, yes. Yes, I just started the stream. Do you know TADC? I know those letters, I don't know what they mean. That's going to be on the interact data. Oh no, that's interact data F. Interact action, we need to change it to. Interact with object. Yeah, this one is not going to work at all because that's always going to be unpopulated. Always will be. Hunter, hello. Jared, hello as well. Welcome in, guys. Good morning or good afternoon. I usually stream in the morning, so I'm just going to keep saying good morning. Interact with entity. Yeah, so this isn't going to work at all. No, it's not. No, it is not. Oh, wait, how did that work before? It's morning somewhere. Yeah, Cooley, welcome. Is it morning for you? Oh, because I would make interact action. I think that just never happens. Evening for you as well? Yep, same here, same here. So yeah, that's gonna be weird. That's gonna be weird. Also change that to be called interact action. Interact data is that. Let's do get or add. We'll need to be a ref as well. Oh, is it used elsewhere, elsewise? No, okay, so we can just do that in there. Okay, move that in there. Construct action, interact with object. The construct action, let's just make it an entity here. I don't think construct action actually needs any, I don't think that needs any additional information there. Actually. So interact with entity is what we'll want to populate. And so we're just going to add the construct action. Yeah, that needs to change. F interact action. My font a different size? It was. Yeah, it was throwing me off there. Fucking weird ass motherfucker, dude. Holy shit. Instance ID. I think as long as we have the interact with the entity, we're fine. T set wrong question mark. I'm gonna need you to use a few more words for me to understand what you're talking about. You know, zero context. I have no idea what you're talking about. No idea. Okay, so we're going to change all these to interact actions here because the construct action has nothing on it. I think the construct, it's just going to be a tag basically. Interact with entity should be enough to get us there. Right, let me double check that. Yummy-yo, welcome. I don't either, so you are good. Okay. All right. Thank you for the comment. Thank you. Building, I can't spell. Building object. What did I call it? Building base, yeah. Because we have instance ID to entity map. I mean, I have the entity, yeah, and then I can get the instance data, correct? Yeah, I mean, that's what it's coming from anyway. So yeah, get rid of that. We don't need that here. We don't do that here anymore, okay? Things are about to get a lot more simpler, a lot more gooder. A gold coin for 10 jewels. Thank you. Thank you for the schmeckles. Yeah, we can just throw this on here. No need to make it a thing. Do we want to cast here? Closest within area. Interact with object. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we care about interact with the object. We're gonna see if we can get rid of that. I think we need it for some things like the ISMC action, but I think we can maybe get rid of it. Okay, interact action there now. Construct action. No, thank you. No, thank you. Oh dear. Ryda, what are you doing? What are you doing? Get best building interaction point, blah, 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 blah. Okay, that file looks good. That looks good. Nice. Nice. Okay, so we're gonna need to like go through all of our interactions again. Construct action. Be able to construct interact action. And then I guess I need to know when to like remove it and stuff, don't I? Instruction processor. Ba-da-doo, ba-da-boo-boo-boo. Okay, so update task status. Clear interact data. Yeah, so this needs to be updated. So we're going to do F interact action. I mean, we can still do F interact data, I believe. But then we'll also need to remove all of the different kinds here. A lot to clear. There's a lot to clear here. I wonder how long this takes. Let's do one of these bad boys here. CPU, profiler, event, scope. Construct action. Item action. Okay. Okay, that's a ref. We don't like... Yeah, we don't like that. Yeah, some of this is gonna be weird. Because there's no, like, direct... It's not like I can just change it over. I'd have to change everything. Make ISMC action. Are you ever actually called from anywhere important? Just from the... Okay. I mean, I guess if I have... See, the thing is, like, where is this used from now? Used from there. Okay. Right. So we don't want to, like, automatically add it, do we? Okay, wants to... Yeah, God, some of these are going to be very, very weird. Like, this is used in blueprints. I wish I had the editor open. I wish I kept the editor open while I was building. Some of these... Some of these are going to be weird, as I keep saying. I don't know. I don't even know what to do here because I don't want to add it to ECS yet. And there would technically be multiple interact actions. Maybe I just comment these out for now. I'll take a peek in the editor, see what we can do. ISMC action. We just do that. Make pickup item action. We want both the interact action. Add get ref. Instantiate both of those. Pickup item. That. Yeah, I think we do want that. We do need that data, I think, yeah. Quantity to pick up, desired quantity. Why am I adding that all the way down here? Let's do that right there, right where we instantiate it. Okay. What are we doing here? Make ISMC action from PCG point. Are you used anywhere? Who do you know here? Who do you know here? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay. Alright, you're allowed. You're allowed in. Add get ref F ISMC action. Just hit me with the ISMC. We do that. We get out of here. Bang, bang, boom. Okay. Environment object. Move to location. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. What are you programming? This is the game I have been working on. I'm doing some refactors to some systems here. We're getting rid of classes. We're getting rid of U objects. It's an Unreal Engine thing. We're just going raw structs. Doom style. Interaction action. Yeah, I guess we don't need that. Clear reserved by entity data. Yeah, I guess that just isn't needed anymore. Item action, item to pick up. So this would be just on the interact action now. Okay, so these are going to be on both. Make store item action. Let's do it early out here. Make that a bit more readable. There we go, get the failure cases out of there. Free up a little bit of indentation space. Which Unreal? Like as in which version? 5.7. Okay, we have the store item action, but then we also need the interact action here. Okay. Alrighty. That looks good. That looks good. Haul inventory utils. Let me think about this a little bit now that I've changed it. Make store item action. Yeah, so when we do that, we're just going to automatically add it. Let me see where that's called from. That should be called from the processors, right? Try build haul inventory. Well, that's fine too. This is called from the processors. Build hauling task. We got some boo-boos in here as well. Yeah, I think that's good though. I think that is good. There's no reason to add the interact data there because we're going to do it inside of everything. Yeah. Okay, let me see here. Pickup item action. This is make pickup item action, interact action. Yeah, I don't know if I want to like return. I should be returning the other one, if anything. The interact action. How is your game going? It's going good. Okay. What else is broken? Take me to some. There we go. Get interact action implementation. Where am I using that at? Yeah, this one that's like fucking weird that I don't know what to do with. I still think returning the interact action is probably fine here. Const cast. Always so spooky seeing the const cast there. So spooky. Returning the wrong one there. Here we go. Okay, what else? What else? Okay, so here's another spot where we're making the two different ones here. I like that that's a bit more explicit. I like that this action is a bit more explicit now. But this one... Interact action, there we go. Want that. Handle ISMC interact action. Build ISMC, yeah, okay. Is it used anywhere else? Build pickup item. I don't think that's used at all. Okay. Give me a fresh build. What else is broken here? Okay, the registry is not happy with me. They're not imported. Get construct. Oh yeah, because we can't, right? Yeah, we can't do that anymore. If the interacting entity, I guess we're just gonna do has, which is weird. Which is weird. If he doesn't have a construct action. Okay. Interacting actor. It'll pick up item action where you called from. Area building, interact, area, yeah, so this is an area building thing, right, or a storage container, I suppose. Or a storage container, I suppose. The pickup item action is not going to have that information on it anymore. And I should maybe think about just passing the entity. And these are going to get a bit superfluous because I'll just be looking up the information. So there won't be any need to like have specific functions for handling them anymore. And it's all going to go into ECS eventually anyway. So let's do something like this. Auto, interact, action. Pick up, blah, 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 blah. No, I guess we just have to change this to pass in the entity. Interact action. We can do that. There is no interact action, just return. The pickup item action, we should handle that as well here. Okay, interact action is pass forward here. Yeah, we want that to be the actual reference so that we update the status. Makes sense. Execute interact. What are we doing there? What are we doing with interact? We're just passing a copy of the interact action. Okay. Pick up item action. Yeah, we don't want that anymore. We're just going to do interacting entity. And see how weird this is getting? We're just like, yeah, if there is one, do it. But then I get it anyway. Which, yeah, I mean, let's just, I'm not going to dig too deep into making it perfect right now because it's all going to change. We just need it to compile. Just need it to compile. Handle store item action, change that to entity as well. Was right up there. Same thing. Okay, interact action. Store action, yeah. Okay, what else do we have here? We have handle ISMC action. Again, another one that we'll probably just want to pass the entity into. And I should go back. We need to rename these like interacting entity, just to be explicit about things here. When everything's an entity, you kind of have to. Can't really name your variables just entity anymore. Oh yeah, that's weird. We don't need that anymore. Okay. Interacting entity. Let's grab our interact actions here. Interact action, interact with object. We're changing that to be ISMC. Execute get entity on the interact with. Wait, what case is that for? Weird. I don't know what that's for. Who wrote that code? Okay, what, where else? Yeah, get construct action. We need to change that to has. It's right here, okay. Here we go. More boo-boos. More boo-boos. Get building entity from construct action. Where are you called from? Nowhere. Is that true? You lying to me, Ryder? No, you're not. Okay. Deleted. Deleted. Okay, what do we have here? Wait, what changed here? I think, Ryder, you're lying to me here. Yeah, let me look for gets here. Rude? Rude? I was just typing. There's literally only one, okay. I don't know what Ryder is doing here. Add get ref. Yeah, we just need to add. Okay. Is that the only spot that's broken? Can we actually compile now? I would like to take a look at some blueprints here. Okay, we have compiled. Beautiful. So I'm wondering if I should be kind of meticulously making sure things work at each step of the way here. Like, I could go through and fix up all the blueprints, even knowing that it's not going to be the final state, just to kind of like make sure things are hunky-dory. Or I could just, you know, say fuck it and just start blasting. Just start blasting. Trees are looking good though, aren't they, guys? Trees are looking nice. Dude, Adder hit me with the, you know, little bit of a missive tip on the trees, on the foliage and stuff, and I think that it unlocks some things in me, inside of me. New assets, Hasty, welcome. Indeed. Indeed, my good friend. Okay, what are we doing here? Yeah, all the UI stuff is going to be weird. Also, why? What is this? The interact action is passed in. Yeah, I wonder... What do I wonder? What if I should make all these read? It is read, right? Interact with entity. What is this? Well, I can't. Oh, I need to. I'm dumb. I'm a fucking idiot. I always think that. Because this is the equivalent of what was here. Interact. Oh, I wanted interact with, I think. Well, both should be populated, but. What else is broken here? Yeah, we'll see how much is broken. The one thing I wanted to... What is this? Oh. Right, interesting. Okay. When does the... So the post-initialized components happened here first? What is the, where's that that life cycle chart? What function? Here we go. I guess maybe in pre-initialized components I should be doing it then. Yeah, do that there. This is me setting my... I have like a little wrapper. I have a static wrapper class for my game mode. So I can do like easy peasy lookups for just game mode things. Without needing to pass around a context object. Shit like this, you know. Been really nice. I can just statically call, you know, get the default character effect handles. Like get the global cooldown time. Thanks for joining me this evening, guys. Thank you. Late stream. I was a little hungover this morning. I'll be completely honest with you guys. I did not want to fucking stream this morning. Had too many beers playing board games last night. I didn't like get that drunk, but I think I just had enough over a long enough period of time that my body was like, yeah, we're not doing that anymore post 30 without feeling like shit. Okay, so that didn't fix it. That didn't fix it. I'm seeing that there is no game state or game instance here, which is interesting. Do I really need to have like a null check on all of these? It's kind of annoying. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, yeah. God, if my keyboard can stop doing that, that'd be great. The machine gun keyboard, yeah. I don't know why it only sometimes does that. Return false. Why am I returning a boolean there? I'll just do that. Nice. I don't know what that returns. That's gonna be kind of weird. For T subclass. What is an empty T subclass? I'm gonna guarantee you it throws a fit. I'm trying to compile that. What was that get row name thing I just looked at? What is this? Get item name for row name? That's just returning. Wait, is there a game mode? version of this? Oh, it returns an F name pointer. Row name to item name. Yeah, why was I not doing this? Auto item name. Little oopsie fucksy there. Okay, rebuild. Okay, cool. Okay. Frantic. Sup. Welcome in. And now we have this. Wait, okay, so why is this happening now? What the fuck? This has never happened to me. I swear this never happens to me. Maybe I should just say like, hey, if there is none, don't fucking do it. Just skip the thing. There was no game instance. That's weird. We shouldn't have that scenario. Why are we hitting post-initialized components when there's no game instance? I mean, I know it's for like the editor version of the character. What are you doing, brother? Okay, here's what we're gonna do then. Just fucking skip it all, man. I don't want to do nothing if we don't have that information. Don't know why that's happening now. I've had that code's been there for an eon. An elon. It's been there for an elon. Which is an annoyingly long time. What an elon means. Okay, what else is happening here? Some of these will fix up nicely. Construct action. I'm checking if the interact action is valid, which I don't know that I give a shit about anymore. I don't know if we care. Yeah, these won't be too bad to fix up, so I think I will just fix them up before we move forward, just so I have good reference points. Vincent, hello. Yeah, mostly it's just like getting the rewiring the data, which is not too bad. What was I casting to here? So these, I think I can just straight up call these. No. Though I should probably, is interactable. I don't know. Wait. Yeah, no, that's right. That's right. Return true, I fucking guess. Wait. This is interactable. I don't think we actually want to do anything there. Just do that for now. We don't need to make it fancy or anything. God, the noodles are everywhere. It's mostly just this. Can I copy? Just copy that. Okay. Now, this is the one that I wanted to look at. Yeah, so this is for the interaction trace. And I use the interact action. Or maybe I just want to change how that works altogether. I set an interact action on player character blueprint. Let's look at that. We use it in several places. Yeah, it's for determining what we're interacting with. Crazy. Crazy. So it's no longer one thing, though. That's the problem. So far, it's only really for UI stuff. I think for the building stuff. Yeah, I mean, I think this will be okay. Well, I think what I'll do is I'll just make a function here for allow disallow construction. Ryder, why would you think... Why would you think that's what I want? Static, bool, I think maybe? Not that it matters. That's, I'll say toggle, allow, disallow, construction. And all I really need is the building entity, I think. I think that is right. Oh, God, that horrible function. I put this above that. That should be a map. I guess I just need the proxy actor. I see. Okay. Yeah, it's the UI. Never mind. Never mind. It was the UI stuff. So interact action. Interact action. Break it. Interact with entity. Get proxy actor for entity, and then cast that. That should do the trick there. Is construction allowed? Do that too. Okay. Now here, make interact action from actor. Are you good now? I don't know what's going on with these sometimes. Right, we need to set things on it. Set by ref. I need to set interact with entity. There we go. Okay. What do we got here? Destroy building. I guess same thing here. Get proxy actor. Sorry, break. Get proxy actor for entity. Cast it to the building. Bang, bang, boom. Could now go in there. Wow, and it's all fixed up now. That was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. I still want to take a peek at this here. So, should interaction trace update? Yeah, so the only place this is going to break down is for the ISMC case, which is the like picking up mushrooms or something. Oh, I'm sorry, Moxie. You're there. Yeah, this is just going to be... I mean, it's just not going to work for now, I suppose. Well, what IDE is that? This is JetBrains Writer. And then I wanted to look through and find some usages here. Make entity interact action from hit results. Show me where that's used at. Ah, yeah, okay, so that's used for when I'm selecting a target for the NPC to do. And then we set the interact action there. Yeah, these ones are weird. make entity, make an entity interact action from hit results. Oh yeah, Writer is so much better than Visual Studio. It's insane. Like, I wish I had used it a lot sooner. Also, what am I doing here? Also, what am I doing here? Okay, so we make this interact action from hit result. The issue here though is that now they're not polymorphic. They're not using inheritance. So how do I handle this then? I guess like I put them somewhere. Oh, that's just farther down here. Just went back to try Visual Studio again, even though hinting in Writer's better. Visual Studio has some cool stuff. You can debug blueprints in it, for instance. How so? How does that work? Yeah, the IntelliSense in Visual Studio leaves a lot to be desired, that's for sure. I guess I can tell what the interact action needs to be based off of what the interact with object is. You add a breakpoint, it'll show the blueprints on stack. You can double click in it. It will show the nodes and stuff. It shows the nodes in Visual Studio. That is cool. That is cool. I want that. I want it. That is cool. When I use source build of UE5 and Visual Studio breaks into stupid breakpoints that a lot. Crash the editor. It breaks into stupid breakpoints. So are you talking about like the assertions? You can continue through the assertions if that's what you're hitting. I'll try to do the same with Writer, but I don't think it can. I don't think it can either. It'll show you like the blueprint function call in the stack, but like you can't actually see like what. All you really see is the name. Doesn't show you the variables or nodes or anything. Yeah, shows in the stack, but you can't access it. Yeah. I guess I check the interact with object or interact with entity. I would like to get rid of interact with object though, if I can help it. Okay, so then in that case, what? Maybe in the should, yeah. I'm already checking if the entity is different. And if the object is different. And then what do we do here? This is all broken anyway. I don't know if it's even worth trying to guess at what we would need to do until I'm ready to go fix that. Yeah, I don't even know if that's worth it. If that's the only place that's used from. Where else? And then here. Yeah, I think that's fine. Honestly, I think that's fine. I think all I may need to do here is just take the interact action. Just like fill out the interact with entity at the very least. If item is stored in area. assigned value is never used? Oh, because oh, yeah, because we just hit it there. Let's do this. There we go. Now it's used. Yeah, in this case, we don't have an interact with entity. But I think we just interact with the item, right? Oh no, this is an ISMC action. I guess just use the item entity here. Change that back. Interacting with environment ISMC. This is another one. Another one. I know I did. I know I did. Yeah, there's no interact with entity here for this one. For the environment item case. We'll do nothing there for now. We will do nothing there for now. Okay. Save a million times. Save. Okay, what's next here? I guess I need to go through my processors and make sure those are all still wired up. And then maybe the NPC character as well. Interact action. What do I need to do here? I feel like this is not populated. Where would I have populated this? Interaction processor. Save me. I don't know if that's gonna work either. Okay, let me BRB real quick. I'm gonna take the doggo out and take myself out. BRB. All right, we back. Okay. So I need to go through. I need to go through. Let me go. Hang on. Let me go back to NPC character because. Yeah. Interact with object. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Okay. Go to like, we just looked at construct processor, I think. So we add the interact action and the construct action. Okay, I think that's pretty clear cut. Go forage processor. Build ISMC task. Interact data, but I'm not actually populating it with anything. Yeah, I think I need to still populate like the move to location and stuff. Let me look. Let me look here. I was make the ISMC action there. Interact with object. Ah, and then I populate it down there. Okay. Yeah. Where else? Is it only these two places? Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna actually pass in the interact action here then. That is what we're gonna do, so we don't have to look it up again. It's a bit more clear as to what it is doing. Okay. Okay. Interact action. I mean, I should just add it down there. Rather, yeah, just, oh dear. There we go. Oh, there we go. Okay, where else was that used from? The one I just looked up. Okay, pick up item util, switch. Do I give a shit? Do I give a shit right now? Not really. Not really. Yeah, that's like not gonna work. I don't think that's been working at all either. Okay, but I think the forage processor looks fine. The haul processor is next. Build hauling task. Forgot how fucking complicated this was. Okay, and then we just call these, which I've already set up to do what I need. Okay. So there was construction, hauling, foraging, interacting with the character or with the player. What other? I guess there was just the hangy state. Already fixed up those interaction ones. Let's get rid of interact with object. Okay, so I add interact data, and then we add it again there, so we don't need to do that. Yeah, we're just gonna make the pickup item action. That's finding item in colony storage, cool. Environment query data. Make ISMC action from PCG point, which adds it as well. Okay, I think we're good there. Okay, I think we're all good there. Okay. The interaction processor. Yeah, how is this gonna work? I don't think that is gonna do anything. I think I need an explicit one for interacting with the character for that. The interact with object. Yeah, so that has needed to be populated to invoke the interactable or the interact function. The interact with object here. I would like to get rid of that. They're used in blueprints at all? No. Okay. What is this? What are you used for? Okay, just for like the interaction trace. And then this was also, yeah, and then should update. Okay, that's fine. The interact with the entity is not... Yeah. I feel like I should populate that. Interact with object. Construct, try, add within area, interact target. This is for constructing a building. I have two different functions that's doing the same thing. Oh, that just calls the internal one. Okay, that one calls the other one. Okay, so that they both do the same thing. One's just like a little niceties wrapper. Yeah, so in that case, I'm gonna go around and comment these out if I think they're okay to remove here. Those are fine because we populate entity. We want to populate the entity. That's what we want. This is store item action. Storage entity, which should be the area already. Interact with the entity is not set here. Then I think I set interact with entity from wherever this is called after. Yeah, so I set it there. I don't set it here. Because there is no entity. Okay. Item stored in entity. Which I think is empty here. I think it's empty here. And where was the other one? Yeah, I think I can just set this to interact with entity here. And it's going to be null there. I think that's okay. We only have 18 more of these to go. Yeah, here's another one where interact with entity is going to be null. But we have the ISMC there. Or interact with entity. Just change that. Interact with object. Okay, so I'm just logging. I think I need to like grab. I guess if it has... I guess if it's valid, right? If I'm picking up a world item. Then the entity wouldn't be valid. Okay, just delete that. And there could be some interact actions where interact with the object is... It's valid to be invalid. Okay, comment this out for now. Down to 11. I just delete that redirector just to clean this up. Process interactions. Okay, so here's the meat and potatoes here. Yeah, so this is where everything's gonna need to change. Yeah, this is where I'll need to split into multiple processors. Okay. I'm letting the code just permeate the brain barrier here, letting it soak in. The vibes are all encompassing. Okay, so I think I want to, like here, it would be like F construct task or F construct action. Change this to do construct task. Yeah, there's gonna be big changes happening here. Then I gotta take all the logic from those other places and put it over here. Is interactable, and Interact, interface, object building. Jumanji, welcome. Thank you for the follow. We're interacting with the building base, so the is interactable on here. We're gonna move that over. Okay, let's do one of those right there. Put that in a block. Can be constructed. So this is going to be a building base. Can be constructed. And I mean, maybe, hang on, let's just do this. Why don't I just make this static? So I need to get the... Why aren't these static? I feel like this could 100% be static. Oh no, I'm getting like getting the components and stuff. Okay. And we're just going to skip all that, because that would be weird if we got here and that wasn't the case. And so really all I have to do here is maybe I won't make that static then. And we'll just do something like, I do still have to get the building. I do still have to get the building off of there. But we're going to do that by getting the, doing like a We're going to do something like if get building entity actor. I think so. I think that's what we want. And so if we have the building actor here, we just do building actor. If building actor and building actor is interactable with that interact action. That way we're just directly calling it. This is just for construct action, so yeah, we're never going to call that if it's not a construct action. And then I guess we just need to interact. I'm just kidding. What a roundabout way to get the interacting entity. Yeah, again, another one where it's like, if it's not a construct action. I don't need to do that anymore because I'm just going to do building entity.toString. That was just for debug logging anyway. Yeah, it does do the on resources applied, which I'm not sure. Let me execute an ability. Yeah, the cache coherence here is not going to be great because we have to look up a bunch of information on the building. And if that's the case, like, what's the point of getting rid of the interface? Where was I? Yeah, we need to do this. Oh, I need to do all this now too. Yeah, what's the point here then? I don't know what I was picturing. It's a Maltese spark. Yeah, what's the point here? What's the point of putting this into the ECS processors? It already is. The interactions are through an interface. I don't know, does this get any better? I mean, the thing is, I don't have the object to send the if I don't have the interact with object, I don't necessarily know what object I'm sending this interaction through. Yeah, maybe the interface ain't so bad. Maybe the interface ain't so bad. I guess I was wanting to be a little bit more explicit about what the interactions were that were happening. But there's going to be just a lot of duplicated code. There's definitely some that need to be handled differently. Like, I wanted this to be a little bit less... I mean, maybe just this part we do differently. I hope you're doing well as well. Thanks for stopping by, my man. Something like interaction location. Is that how I want to handle this? Yeah, maybe we just make some little functions. What do I call this? Maybe, or I'll say do interaction if in range. Or maybe execute interact. Do interact if in range. And the interact object, we need to get specifically, yeah, pass the entity in there. Oh, and it needs a ref. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, and I guess then all we need then is the actual interaction object. Okay, make that. Fishy, alt fishy, welcome. We'll just do float there. Just do float. Okay, so go back here. Undo this, basically. I think this should be const ref. And it's not a const function either. Yeah. Okay. So that's back to normal. This is weird. I think we're fine there though. Okay, so that's a pretty short processor. Okay, now let's do like the player one, I guess. Copy those two. Call it do. I call it a task. Let's just call it like interact with player. Okay. how much of this do I want to copy? Because like that's going to be the same basically. Do interactive and range. Yeah, I mean just fucking throw that in there. Fucking throw it in there. Okay, so we want to do basically interact data excluding I really should just make a specific tag for it. Otherwise, I'm going to have to update this every single fucking time. Okay, interact with player action. Now I can key off of that. Interact with player. Cool. Yeah, basically do all of that. We're not going to get the building entity actor, though. Interact with entity. This one I'm actually not doing anything, right? We're just going to path follow. Look at that again. That was right. Yeah, we're... Okay, so I don't write a... Do I even fucking write... Wait, how is it doing the pathfinding? Interact action. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, so that's a little bit less cache coherent. We can do one better there. Yeah, and then once that's done, then we do this. So yeah, we literally don't do anything. So maybe I don't even need that tag. Okay, let's just fucking leave that empty, I guess. Delete that comment. I don't think that's valid anymore. Okay, let's we'll do another one. Do construct task. We'll just call it like F ISMC action. And we're basically gonna do a lot of copy pasting. No building here. The entity is going to be null there. That is our ISMC. We just do that, and then it's the ISMC action. We just call get location on it. I have. Dude, I can even put this in there. No interaction interface. Yeah. Do I want to log like the struct? No, it's fine. I feel like that's enough information. Yeah, we're basically just doing this for everything. Throw it in there. Yeah. Okay, another one. Process. Pick up item actions. Okay, so now for this one, I think it's a bit more complicated. Because the item could be from storage. Pickup item could either be, it could be one of three cases. Pick up from storage building. Pick up world item, or pick up from area building. Pick up world item. Then I would need to grab the... I would need to check some entity data here. Yeah. I have to, wait, why do I have to import that? Just to get it to cast into a U object? Oh, that's so annoying. Do this, do that. No, do that. That's nicer. More gooder. Now we just need to do the store item action. I mean, the thing is, kind of like how I was doing it before. Yeah, like this is a bit better for cache coherency. But if I'm not gonna move all of the processing over here, to like fill out the payloads, I feel like I'm just making something that I have to do more explicit handling for. Yeah, it's better for cache coherency. Slightly. I mean, it's already not cache coherent at all, though. Really. And I just wanted to get rid of the interact with object. Is it even worth it? Because it's like in all those cases, I know what it is. And now it's like kind of just separated. I thought it would be nicer, because then I wouldn't have to fill out the interact with object. And the only case I feel like this is better for is the interact with the player case, because then I can just ignore that one. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of like, well, maybe the interface is a fine idea. Maybe interfaces aren't so bad. I guess I had in my head, I was picturing this world where for the specific interactions, like between a player and a building, and then a colonist and a building, and what states those buildings are in, I would have like different processors for those. I guess I didn't think about the world that would look like. I was thinking that like all of the logic that was in the individual interact functions would get moved into the interaction processor. And in my head that sounds good. That sounds like a better world to be in, because then it's like all the interaction logic is like in the interaction processor. But then it's like I'm also having to like import all, I would have to be importing and including all this shit about like areas and building actors and world item data and stuff like that. So it is a little more tightly coupled in that world. I was thinking that, yeah, if I didn't have the interface, get rid of interact with the object, and everything would just be in there. But then it's just like, I'm just gonna have to include everything. And I'm gonna have to look up information on other entities, so it's already not gonna be cache coherent. I'm just trying to picture like what an interaction system would look like in like a pure ECS world, which is not the world of Unreal Engine. Like how would someone do interactions there? Because they wouldn't really have objects, right? They would probably have... I guess they would probably have some data, some to signify how things get interacted with. Like you'd have like an F constructible or something. And so if an entity has interact data, that was built for an F constructible, they do a certain set of logic. And then if there are entities that are, and then I guess you'd add like an interacted with tag to the building entity. Yeah, okay. You'd add an interacted, or like being interacted with, And that struct would have like which entity is interacting with the building. And you'd have a processor iterating over buildings that are being interacted with. And you know, if it's a blueprint and it's being interacted with, then it's getting, you know, you increment the construction. For the interactors or something. And then for like pickup item, for things that are like one frame, essentially. So it's like if there's an entity with like a pickup item action, and it'll add the interacting or start interaction tag, or you know, whatever that piece of data is to signify the start of the interaction. It would add that to the fucking thing, like the fucking building. And then you'd iterate over all buildings. I think you just iterate over it and do the trade, right? And for things that aren't latent, I think you just do it. Like, I don't think you make another processor, even in a pure ECS world. Yeah, because you're going to have to look up data on one or the other entity involved in the interaction. So interactions are already kind of, by nature, just not cache coherent. Yeah, I feel like the only reason it would be better is for the latent things where you need to be like processing something during the interaction. Like for construction, that could make sense, but I handle that in a completely separate processor anyway. Yeah, I mean, I think just doing the interface is fine. I don't think there's any problem with it. I wanted to trim this data down though. An F entity is 24. Because of the F name and the 64-bit int. So it's usually 12. 24 for debug builds. So 24, 24, yeah. So we're just like it's making it look bigger than it actually is. It's only 90s. Could change status into a tag. Move to location and focal location. It could just be a part of move data. An acceptance radius, yeah. That's kind of already in some data I have. Okay, I kind of want to undo all of this. See how far back my undo goes. Not far enough. Wait, I didn't go back far enough. Yeah, I think this. Okay. So I actually kind of want to go and I want to go back through all the interact with objects and put them back. It's like I already have them there. It's like I'm gonna have to go to a completely other part of the code just to add them. Okay, let me rebuild that and go to the bathroom real quick. Okay. Oh, right. All of these need to be changed to the const ref. Okay, how many more are broken? God, I just find it annoying I have to do this through objects. Oh, interesting. Okay, we don't want to make that const ref now. Just ref. I think that makes sense. Because, yeah, we're interacting, we can change the interact action. So maybe the status should be okay, I get it. They're all broken. I get it. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, I think maybe the status should not be the enum. Because there's kind of two sources of truth for the status. Okay, what went wrong here? Right. Right. Is that it though? Okay. That build, there's no way this works still. Imagine everything is going to be broken. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to remove the player interacting with player thing. Private, welcome. Clear, interact, data, yeah. Interact with player data. Clear that there, and then in the interaction processor, we can just ignore that. Let's see. Do nothing when talking to a player. Okay. Yeah, I think I should get rid of the enum here. Because then all I would need to do is pass in the interacting entity and whatever. I have a function for each, like fail, succeed, whatever. What was I doing here? Oh, I need to make it a U param. $61 actions for the interface? Jeez. I don't know why. I really wanted to get rid of the interaction interface. I wonder if there's a way to just define functionality on an entity. I mean, I suppose the way to just do that is like the way I already know how to do, which is just put a tag on it. And then do a processor for that tag. Hopefully this fixes all that blueprint shenanigans that was happening. Don't need interacting actor there. What are the odds he can actually? Yeah, it's completely broken. It is completely broken. Well, maybe that was the Why did that just break everything? That's wrong. Wait, do you not have an interact? There it is. Oh, something got disconnected here, didn't it? Did I disconnect that on purpose? I think so. Or no, I mean, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Don't know why the blueprints wanted to just crash on me right there. That was nice of them. Is that what was needed? We'll see. Yeah, I think it was. Okay. He's not following me anymore. My interaction also doesn't want to end properly either. Am I not logging the... Oh, that's the wrong signature. So yeah, I'm not logging that. Oh my god. Okay, fine. I'll do it the old-fashioned way. One by one. Man, if C++, if I didn't have to change syntax for pointer to non-pointer, that would be great. That would be great. Yeah, I can't see any of his data though, so. Yeah, I think this definitely has something to do with it. Oh, no, that's on tree, not that one. Like the make interaction from hit results? Yeah. Glad I just commented these out. Oh, I never reset that file. Yeah, that makes sense. It does make sense. It was the, like what, make interaction for hit result or whatever that I think was being, that I think is the issue. Yeah. But I mean, this wouldn't impact player NPC interaction. That would just break other things. I can't even end the interaction properly. God, I hate when the blueprints will just like straight up get disconnected and shit. It won't fucking tell you where. I for sure as shit am not hitting the end interaction here. Where do I do my escape button? Is that in the player? God, I need to fucking do something about this. My inputs are all over the goddamn place. Oh, here it is. I guess it's here. It's not though. Okay, so we already hit that. Okay, so hang on. All right, start that again then. I'm gonna call my player's own end interaction function. You like clicked that twice for me. I guess that returned nothing. What was I expecting that to do? That would have just called mine. I feel like that should be calling the thing that I'm interacting with. That's not even what it was before this. Unless I accidentally flipped the make interact action thing around. It really can't figure out how to not crash from that. So I make an empty interact. I call my own interact function. And then I make one. That's if I'm in select target mode. If not, was it? Do I need to do that? I'm so confused on what I needed to do here. Wait, that doesn't make sense. I mean, it would always not be valid there. I think I need to do interacting with. Then I'm casting this. I don't think that's. just do that with an empty interact action? Yeah, this doesn't make sense at all. Oh, fuck. Oh, what have I done? The interact with object 100% would have been null there. Oh, there's two different interact actions. This is an interface function. Okay, there's a handle and what do I fucking have this one here for? I'm gonna guess nothing. Blueprints are designed for quick iteration. Thank you. Unfortunately, all they do is cause pain. Which is why I try not to use them. Okay, so now this interact action, I think, is the right one. Was it always the right one? There are two. I feel like this is the same thing that was what was happening before. I feel like this is the same as what was happening before. I don't think that's going to do anything differently. But that interact action should be being set from the trace utils, right? Quick, yeah. Welcome in, Draconin. Yeah, should interact. So the out new one. Yeah, I mean, I feel like this should still be making the correct one. Let me see here. Okay, yeah, he's there. I mean, yeah, of course he is. Of course he is. Why wouldn't he be? Why did I think he was not? Interacting with, I'm making the interact action there. I end interaction. This is why I hate this. This is why I wanted to get rid of the fucking interaction interface. It's just annoying. Okay, so we never ended up calling the... Wait, did we get here? It calls the player end interaction. I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, okay, yeah, this. Right. Yeah, okay. Which is just fucking me. Oh no, get... What is this fucking... Wait, so it is? No, it's not. I'm so fucking... Wait, I just saw it. It just said it was the colonist. Oh my god. God, do I want to untangle this web? I think one mistake is that I should not be using the player's interaction interface. Because that's like an explicit thing. And I don't... That's just making it confusing as to who's calling what. I swear to God, I saw that. I saw that as the fucking colonist. That is literally... That was the colonist. I am on 5.7. God damn, I just want to put this all in C++ so I don't have to guess at like whether or not the blueprint debugger is lying to me. Yeah, so I mean it didn't cast to... Oh, because it's the proxy actor. That's why. Instead of the proxy, yeah. Which brings up an interesting question, actually. Yeah, I probably shouldn't be... Probably shouldn't be using the avatar actor as the interaction interface. Should probably extend from proxy actor. Create the NPC character as the... Oh god, that's another... Yeah, I probably should be doing that. What do I do in the interaction? Update interaction trace? I guess it depends on what I'm looking at, right? I guess they both need one. Yeah, I think they both do. And then the avatar just calls the proxy. Oh, that's a pain in the ass refactor, though. Man, if I could vibe code that refactor up in Blueprints, I would do that one in a heartbeat. And what was this before? The interacting object. Let's see what happens here. I think this is such a weird name for what this function is doing. Okay. Yeah, that's null there, isn't it? Yeah, well, yeah, because it's yeah. Okay, yeah, that's not gonna do anything. Yeah, I mean, I could just get the actor representation, the avatar, but that feels really weird. I should probably where else am I using this function? 5 blueprint usages. Probably every single one of these I could just change to entity. Oh, nice. Yeah, more blueprints that broke and it didn't tell me about. I mean, it's for a chair, though. I guess I don't use the chair. My dog is snoring under my desk right now. It's so cute. I'm about to snore under my own desk. I'm getting sleepy. Where else was I doing that? Yeah, I need to change all these. That is annoying. Yeah, that is annoying. The interacting actor 100% should be the proxy actor. Yeah, that actually 100% should be the proxy actor. Oh, which is a big, that's a big annoying. That is a big annoying change. Can I do... Right. Yeah, because pawn. Yeah, okay, so I do have to diverge. I do have to diverge. So I should make a blueprint subclass proxy actor. Call it NPC proxy actor. I mean, I could just put the inner... Let me look at proxy actor real quick. I mean, I guess I could put an interaction interface here. I guess the thing that makes this... So the proxy actor is not... It has no visual representation. It's like the owner actor, basically. And there's an avatar actor for these entities that can basically not exist, right? When they're out of view, gets deleted. Proxy actor sticks around, though. But, where was I going with that? Oh yeah, but when I'm looking at something in the world as the player, I'm making a line trace, and I am making an interactable from that line trace, from the hit result, which hits things that are visual in the world. So from that's probably why I initially did it that way. Because when I go to interact with an NPC, they're close enough that I am seeing the avatar representation of the entity. Yeah, and I've thought about this in the past too, because like there could be a scenario where there's a ton of fucking entities around you, and I can't make all of them the actual avatars that have a skeletal mesh. That's too expensive. So there could be a scenario where you're interacting with a Niagara particle version of it. I mean, I am using my trace utils, right? For that. It's like the interaction trace. So I should be able to get, yeah, interactable trace. Wait, why didn't that show up? I searched for that, didn't I? I type it wrong? Yeah, because I do click, yeah. So maybe... What does the hit result return here? This is only for check if the line collides with the actor. Well, I was just looking at it. It's actually doing the entity math too. So it's actually doing the non-collision entities, just math. Doing a line trace with math as well, just to get the entities. So like I could... So I wanted to look at the hit result there. I wanted to see... Let's see what this hit result is here. Oh my god, blueprints, chill the fuck out. Yeah, I do have the actual entity. And get interaction interface from hit. What was the component then? What component do we hit there? The skeletal mesh, probably? Well, so I can't see. I have to look at it in Blueprint. In C++. Wait, why is that not getting hit? What the hell? What? That should literally be getting called every fucking frame. What? What? Am I getting fucking trolled right now? Or is it an old file? That 100% should have been hitting that function, unless Unreal Engine took me to the wrong. I don't have any other one named that. That's it. That's the function. I'm gonna guess Ryder didn't have the up-to-date file or something on that one. Let's try that again. Okay, yeah, now it's hitting it. Wait, I need you to hold still. Okay, it is hitting well, the components. No, it is hitting humanoid NPC. Okay. Do I know the entity? Targetable from hit. We're gonna get the actor. Yeah, we just cast the actor to the entity interface and then get that entity. So we do get like the right entity. But when we're getting the interaction interface from the hit result, I guess I can just use that. Let's plow ahead here. Let me see. Get interaction. Yeah. So this guy. Yeah. Okay. So here we do have the entity. Should I opt? I'll put it to do here so I remember because I think I'm gonna hop off. To do. Try to get proxy actor. From entity on the hit result and use that interface. Okay. Okay, let me find. Is anyone streaming? Let me see here. Yeah, like no one's on. Okay, I'm just gonna hop off then. I just want to do a short little evening stream here. Hey, Moxie. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Appreciate it. I'm gonna get on out of here. Hope you all have a great rest of your weekend. I'll probably stream tomorrow morning or sometime tomorrow. So hopefully I will see you all then. Take it easy, guys.